Thank you, Matt. Well, Montana Western in Dillon is unique in that it operates under a curriculum program called Experience One. One class meets for several hours every day for a few weeks, then you move on to the next class. This allows Western to offer some unique classes, but it also generates some expense.
Yeah, that's where the foundation for Experience One comes in. That foundation recently received a $250,000 gift from Steve and Gretchen Burke that will help keep the foundation endowed for many years. This morning, we begin a month-long look at some of what those funds are being used for. This morning, the two people on campus who understand the foundation better than any.
Well, good morning. Special guests joining me here on the Montana Western campus, Roxanne Englund, Chancellor Beth Weatherby from University of Montana Western. We're talking about the Experience One. Specifically, we're talking about the Experience One Foundation. First off, how did this come about, Beth?
Well, we're talking about the Fund for Experience One is an endowment to allow our faculty to create really great, take experiential learning to the next level, basically. So it came about quite some time ago.
Yeah.
A faculty member came to Roxanne and said, we should have some kind of fund that people can apply for. And when I arrived, it seemed a great way to celebrate 10 years of Experience One. I mean, to do something so different and then to have 10 years under your belt where it had been incredibly successful, all the students' success numbers going through the roof, was something to celebrate. So my husband and I at that point funded it to begin with.
That's fantastic.
Just get it going.
Now, there's your quest. That's your task. How are you going to do that? Let's talk about, because raising money is never an easy thing. Even if you have the best product on earth, you have the most unique product on earth, which you happen to be marketing, that must have been a bit of a challenge at the beginning. How are we going to do that? Where do you start?
Yeah, no, and that's a great question. And as Beth mentioned, early on in my time here at Montana Western, a faculty member brought this idea, and that's kind of where we were. How are we going to, move this forward? And when Beth came on board and made the pledge of $10,000 to get it started, and then we had some individuals who were interested in the idea of supporting it as well. And then truly this recent gift from Gretchen and Steve Burke was the catalyst to be able to start awarding meaningful opportunities for our faculty. And as you'll hear later on today, it's been extraordinary just to see these first requests come through, and the excitement that not just our donors, I'm excited to share with them the impact that this is going to have, but also just the faculty and the students and what they're getting to experience. So, with fundraising comes the opportunity to show the impact, and I think as we continue to show the impact, it's just going to inspire other giving, because it's really, really meaningful. And like I said, you'll learn more about that today.
There's no gift too small, and I'm sure that was the beginnings of what you were doing.
Yep.
And then this comes.
Yep.
What was that day like for you?
It was phenomenal. It was phenomenal. Of course, the minute that I confirmed that we were receiving the gift, I called Chancellor Weatherby to share the good news, and then we were super excited to share that news with campus this fall. As we've all been dealing with this pandemic since last March, it was really, really exciting to share some positive news with campus and let them know that we are working to support them and to support experiential learning opportunities across the campus. So yeah, it was fantastic.
Now join us next Monday when we continue our conversation with Chancellor Weatherby and Foundation Director Englund about this specific gift from Steve and Gretchen Burke. Also throughout the month, we're going to continue to show you a couple of the programs and it's unbelievable what they're spending some of this money on. Super
really
cool.
Looking forward to that.
You're going to love it.
That's
All month long, we're going to have that
amazing.
for you. We are calling this segment the Western Experience. There you go.
Don't miss it all month long.